गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देहो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषाद्वहै। Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Let there be peace, let there be peace and love amongst all the human beings of this universe. Let there be peace. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We have started the contemplation on chapter number 16, that is the story of Suraghu. And the first topic itself is a very beautiful topic, that is Antashitalata, the coolness within. So this title itself says very nicely that we have to check for the internal coolness. So under all situations, circumstances, we have to be relaxed and cool. That is what the story of Suraghu is prompting us to do. So the whole purpose for which we have started contemplation on the essence of Yogavaasishtha written by Swami Gyananandaji Maharaj is only one purpose, that is to know the truth. Secondly, it is the great adventure of consciousness and joy. It leads us to stress-free environment by storytelling. And we know there are four gateway of liberation. One is contentment, second is tranquility, third is holy company, and fourth is inquiry. If you follow one or two or three or four, naturally you will attain to the state called as Antarshitalata, and that's what the story of Suraghu is prompting us. So let us start again. One or two shlokas we have done, but quickly we will do a recap. Sri Rama Uvacha Kashyaditi Drishyate Loke Kramat Jata Samadhika Prabhuddhaiva Vishranto Vyavaropa Paropi Sana Kashyit Ekantamashritya Samadhi Niyamastita Ayostu Kataro Shreyan Iti me Bhagavan Vada. Someone of scarcely one indeed is seen in this world, in whom absorption in absolute consciousness, that is samadhi, has arisen in regular course, who though remaining wholly engaged in the work, is reposed or tranquil like the awakened or wise man. This is the first type of characters, like the person is fully busy in the worldly activities, doing everything outside, but there is no impact of this worldly thing in his own mind. And still he has achieved that tranquility and contentment. So this is the first kind of wise man. They are at peace with themselves, yet dynamically involved in the worldly activities, systematically proper thinking, proper inquiry, proper contemplation regularly without going to forest. No solitude, no physical, no withdrawals have been done, no torture to his body. Still in samadhi, naturally and normally living in this world. जैसा है जैसे रखे राम जी रहना चाहिए. So such people are in the holy company as well as inquiring while living in sansar, or trying to know the truth when they are in the sansar. This is called as first category of people, first wise man. And second category of people, what they said is, some people they withdraw and go to the solitude and steady fast, refuge in the caves and follow different rules and regulations, and due time attain samadhi as a routine practice of life. So they keep on doing some contemplation here, but they do the sadhana, and for that they will do everything. So the question of Rama is now, out of these two, who is better? एक जो बंदे ने सब छोड़ दिया है वो बेटर है, कि जो दूसरा बंदा जो है, जो सब में रह रहा है और वो सब में रहते हुए वो समाधि को रीच कर लिए, वो बेटर है? So between these two, who is better, superior? Please tell me. So now the Vasishtha Rishi is saying, Vasishtu vacha imam gunasamaharam anatmatvena spashyata antashhitalata yaso samadhi iti kathyate. To one who is seeing this aggregate or ingredients constituting nature as non-self or as mere appearance in the self, which is a pure consciousness, that inner coolness or tranquility which manifests is declared as samadhi. So Vasishtha Ruji has first defined samadhi. What is that? Imam guna samaharam anatmatvena pashyata antashhitalata yaso samadhi iti katyate. If you have the inner tranquility, inner coolness, then it manifests or is declared as samadhi. He has come to the whole objective world, recognizing that as not me. That is all recognized as Nama Rupatmak, is not me or mere appearances. Self consciousness, that is inner coolness, tranquility, which manifest is declared, and that is called as Samadhi. So, whole world, so looking at the mirage water, whole world appears and it is not me. Looking at the mirage water, for example, we are at peace because we never get disturbed because of the mirage water, because we do not desire to change the mirage water, we do not want to improve the mirage water, we do not want to correct the mirage water, we do not want to change the mirage water, we do not want to investigate in mirage water, because we know it is a mirage water. We remain totally indifferent from the mirage water. So he remains in the samsara, everything is there, but totally indifferent, nothing to do with this, nothing to do, nowhere to go. That's what he understands. So subsequently, shloka number 4 and 5, Drushye mamana sambandha iti nishita shitala vyavhara sthiti kashit jnana vyavastita dvaveto sukhina rama yadanto parishitalo dvaveto susumano nyunam asandeha padam gato. There is no connection for me with visible objects. Thus, having concluded and remaining cool or tranquil, someone is established in work and someone else is settled in meditation. So, Rama, both these are happy if they are cool and tranquil within. So, now it is very nicely defined by Vasishtha Rishi, whether you remain in the samsara or whether you go to the Himalaya and solitude, try to find out something here and there. If you try to do all those stuff, the person who remains cool within, the importance is what? Importance is for the person to remain cool within. And that's what has been said here. And how to remain cool within? That has been said, like if you are in the sansar, if you are in the samsara doing all the worldly activities, you are doing everything as desired, dim fit to do, and doing it happily, cheerfully, blissfully, and without having any notion that you are miserable or you are suffering. You don't have that notion. So if you are doing that, so naturally your inner side is cool. Or if you are going to the Himalayas or going to the solitude space, and when you go there, there also the problems are there. Where the problems are not there, there also the problems are there. So when you go there and there also seeing all the things around, doing all your procedures, rules and regulations, living in the cave or living wherever you get the place in a solitude, do all the rules regulation, do some sadhana, but the output of that sadhana is same like whatever we are doing in samsara. Same, he is doing work as a sadhana, he is doing work as a samsara. But you are internally cool, very cool and tranquil. Tranquil means सुख दुख समान दोनों चीजें समान रहती है जिसको. So if he says now Vashishta if they are very cool or tranquil within, certainly these both the people are perfectly equal and have arrived at the same abode when there is no doubt. वहां पे कोई शंका ही नहीं, there is no doubt at all. They have reached to that place where there is no doubt and people are very happy. So whether you are in the worldly thing, like you are a worldly being, following the worldly attitude and living in the worldly atmosphere and doing all this stuff, these worldly things are not troubling you because you know it is a mirage water. And what we said in mirage water? When we see the mirage water, या जब मिराज वाटर अपन देखते हैं तो अपने को पता है अरे यार ये तो दूर से दिखता है, it is not actually water, it is only seen. So naturally when you know that it is not real, so then you have no desire to improve it, no desire to drink it, no desire to change it, no desire to correct it, and you there is no desire to investigate. जाके पता तो नहीं करना है मिनरल वाटर क्या है, because you know it. So you remain totally indifferent, and when you are totally indifferent, you are in tranquility. So that's what has been said in this fifth shloka. So whether you are in sansara or whether you are in the forest, most important thing is remain very cool and relaxed. And that's why what we say is, we always say that remain cheerful, blissful, happy, contented, peaceful, tranquil, and over above relaxed and cool. That's what has been statement made by Vasishtha Rishi to Ram, and through them we are listening to that. Now, shloka number 6. अकर्तु अकर्तु कुर्वदपेतच्चेता प्रतनुवासनं दुर्गतमना जन्तु कथा संश्रवणे यथा. This mind with extremely thin impressions is non-dual, though doing just as a man with his mind gone far away does not register in hearing a story. So what has been said here is, a mind, he is doing all the activity but he is not focused in mind on the anything. Or even let's say now we are doing this contemplation on the story of Suraghu. There will be someone like, okay, he said, okay, somebody has forced him to listen, so he is listening, but nothing is going into the head because he's not interested in this. He is only said, अरे किसी ने बोला यार जबरदस्ती सुनना है तो सुनेंगे. So like that he is listening but nothing goes, because personality is not changing. Personality has to change. So how the personality is changed? You have to have some faith. If you have faith, katha sav shravanam. If this story is here, then actually there will be change in the mind and you will be in a position to mind your mind. Mind your mind is a very important thing, and that we'll be doing. So that is what is said here. So the inner peace, inner poise, antashilata is called as samadhi. Wherever you are doing spiritual practice, we have to take care of our own peace of mind. अपने peace of mind की अपने को फिक्र होना चाहिए. Don't worry about others. दूसरों का वो खुद देखेंगे. If they come to contemplate, if they come to afternoon meeting, they will do it on their own. But you do your own. You can't help anyone in this world. You cannot help. Let them come here, attend the meeting, they'll know it. But if you start preaching, because it will be halfway, there is no point. The problem of our mind can be sorted out by proper inquiry and thinking. You have to have proper inquiry and thinking. But what we do is we don't inquire, we only react. Situation दिखे थी react करते हैं. We are unable to find and recognize that we are reacting and thinking and not contemplating an inquiry. अपन react और think कर रहे, contemplate inquiry नहीं कर रहे. So we suffer. In the process we suffer. The reaction breaks us. Reaction से क्या होता है, अपन break हो जाते हैं. Whereas contemplation unites us. Contemplation tells yes, God, this is all divine. Building requires efforts. Breaking doesn't require anything. Anybody can break it. So essence of Yoga Vasishtha is mainly for studying for practice of knowledge. Practice of knowledge has to be done. So don't carry any wrong notions. बाद में करेंगे, बाद में देखेंगे, ओल्ड हो गए उसके बाद देखेंगे, nothing of that sort. So next shloka 7 number. अकुर्ववदपि कर्वेत् कर्णेव चैतं प्रगणवासनात् निष्पन्दाण्डमपि स्वप्ने स्वप्रपास्थिताविव. The mind with extremely dense impressions is only a doer, though not doing, just as the situation of fall into the hole in a dream, even when the limbs are without moving. So the example is very nicely given. The mind with extremely dense impression is only a doer, though not doing. Actually, it's a doer. When moment doership comes, what happens is mind start becoming thick and thick. But if you stop doership, naturally your mind is thin and you will be one with the divinity, that is the consciousness. So that is what we mean. And just as the situation of fall into the hole in a dream, if you're falling into the hole in a dream, but it's a shock for you. You come out of that, even when the limbs are without moving, where nothing is moving. But in a dream, you will feel like you're falling. So that's what has been said here. So we will start right now at this moment. You have to start everything at this moment. So keep cool. So simple. So keep cool. That's all. How to keep cool? 7 by 24, 365 days. Keep cool. There is a great saint happened in Lucknow recent past. His name was Papaji. He said that for 1 second you keep cool. For 1 second, do not think. You're so merciful. He says only 1 second of your day, and you did a day. But that 1 second we realize, and unfortunately, we are unable to give. If you give that 1 second, naturally that habit will go up. It will become 2 seconds, 1 minute, 10 minutes, 1 hour, 12 hours, 24 hours, 7 days, 365 days. Because then he understands the glory of that 1 second. So, what is the whole spiritual practice? The whole spiritual practice is be happy and not become happy. For becoming happy, a lot of efforts are required. For being happy, be happy every moment you can remain happy, irrespective of what that moment is. So if you are not at peace with yourself, then you are the burden to yourself as well as burdens to the people around you. So focus directly on this. We have to be on peace with ourselves. Don't react. Both the procedure does not matter what path you follow, whether you inquire or and do practice, there is no difference. Whether you go in solitude or don't go in solitude, if you are in the tranquil mood, nothing makes the difference. So focus directly on that peace of mind. You have to come to samadhi, mind is at peace, and both these procedures are equally important to us. So now next shloka, there are two more shlokas before we conclude. यस्सत्मरति रेवन्त कुर्वन् कर्मेन्द्रियक्रिया न वशो हवशो हर्षो शोकाभ्याम स समाहित उच्यते. He is called composed or calm. Now they are defining what is this coolness. He is called as composed or calm, who delights in the self within and performing works with the organ of action is not subject to the influence of joy and sorrow. ऐसा व्यक्ति जो अपने अंदर ही अंदर शीतलता है, खुश है अंदर ही अंदर, एंड नथिंग आउटसाइड जॉय में वो पैम्पर नहीं होता और सौरों में वो दुखी नहीं होता. Nothing happens. Inner organs of action, nothing travels. Performing works with the inner actions, nothing happens. That means he remains be happy forever, irrespective of whether it is harsha shoka, samahita uchyate. He remains samahita. So again, the focus has to be on the peace of mind. That is again and again told. Happiness is same. They have reached the status of no doubt. Their essential nature is that they are gained absolute. Although things are being done, but there is no sense of doership because mind has extremely become subtle. That is, from such mind, expression of doership has gone. मैं कर रहा हूँ, मैं कर रहा हूँ, मैं कर रहा हूँ. For example, now I am scratching my head. I am scratching my head. It inadvertently happens. So थोड़ा खाया कि तो खजाने लग गया. So I am not going to blame my head or not blame my head. अरे why you are scratching, getting the work done from the hand? It's a different thing. Why you are requesting him or you are not saying that hand? Why you are going there and scratch your hand? Because both the things belongs to you only. So the example clearly says that in the whole process, the whole world, whatever the things are happening around you, this is all the creation of that Lord who is staying inside you. He is residing inside you. That's why his projection is outside. So why can't we project positively? And how to project positively? Be happy. Under what situation? Samahita uchyate, harsha shoka, whatever the situations are there, you have to remain happy, and that's what has been tried to be told here. Antashitalata. Again and again, Vashishta Rishi is telling Sri Rama from a different angles. So there actually, if you remember the situation has started, Rama went for a pilgrimage and there he faced with three situations. First was everything is dukkhamaya, everything is painful, and everything is at the might of time. सब दुखमय है, सब पेनफुल है, सब समय के अधीन है. ये प्रॉब्लम था. And if it is really the fact like that, then I'll give this body by not taking food. Like see, this legs gets dried when there is hot summer. So then Vashishta Rishi said, okay, listen what I'm saying in 32,000 shlokas. Now this Jnananandaji Maharaj is saying in 1798 shlokas. For whom? For the speaker, for the listener. So for what that? To get antashitalta, coolness within. अंदर coolness आना चाहिए. तो what is this? This is the philosophy. This is Tattva Chintan through stories. Such a beautiful story. Up till now, story has to yet to start. Story will start in second topic, that is Mandovapadesha. So the teaching of Mando will start tomorrow. But today is like we'll quickly recap. What has been done is philosophy Tattva Chintan. Anybody will get something or the other from the study of essence of Yogavaasishtha because the compilation is so beautiful. There are so many shlokas which are compilations are so beautiful. Now, what Rama has asked, Rama has out asked, there are two types of wise people. One is remaining in the world, doing all the worldly activities and not suffering. And another is person who has left the world, gone for a solitude and not suffering. These both the people are not suffering. So who is best? Vashishtha Rishi says, if they have Antashitalata, whether he is gone to the jungle or whether he is living in the house, both are in the samadhi. Antashitalata yaso samadhi iti katyate. And tranquility जिसको है उसी को समाधि बोला जाता है. That's what been said. And subsequently he has told the examples like, what are the examples he said? कि uh, mind which has the dense impressions of the thoughts, naturally it's outward mind. If it somehow tests the inner अंतर शीतलता, उसको अंतर शीतलता का थोड़ा सा उसको अनुभव आ जाता है, maybe for 1 second, as Papaji has said, then he'll understand keep cool within is a very nice thing rather than getting agitated. So keep cool, that is what is samadhi, that is what is said here. Be happy always under all situations. Samahita uchyate, harsha shokabhyam. The joy and sorrow should not affect you. It is a slowly, slowly it will happen. It will not doesn't happen in one day. So this अंतःशीतलता will not come in day. It requires practice, and for that every day लोटा अपने को daily घसना पड़ता है. This brass utensil has to be clean every day. So what will happen? Sabhavadev no bhitya ya pashyati sa pashyati. So merely he pursues rightly, who looks upon all the beings as himself. The last shloka Atmavata sarvabhutanam paradravyani loshtavat Sabhavadev no bhitya ya pashyati sa pashyati. He pursues rightly, who looks upon all the beings as himself. वो सबको अपना ही समझता है. And the possessions of others as the lump of earth. दूसरों के पास की जो चीजें है वो एक मिट्टी है और सब मेरे ही रिलेटिव्स है. Merely on account of inherent nature and not out of fear. उसको डर के वजह से नहीं कर रहा है. Inherent nature, he has come to that situation because of antarshilata. So what has happened is sense of duality has gone. Sense of duality has become zero, and sense of incompleteness has also become zero. So when the sense of incompleteness is not there, उसको incomplete है, वो complete है तो उसको कुछ किसी की चीज लेने की जरूरत नहीं. Sense of duality नहीं है तो सभी अपने हैं. When he knows that, then he is in samadhi. So that has been tried to told here. And antashchitalata. So antashchitalata is giving the essence of a yoga vasishta's detailing to us. Once we recognize that this is not me, this is not me, this is an illusion, so naturally he will not run after that like a mirage water. He will not run after that and he will remain in samadhi. He will be always cheerful, blissful, happy, blissful, that is full of happiness and over a tranquil, contented and over and above relaxed and cool. So what will happen is समझदारी आ जाएगी जीवन में. समझदारी आना बहुत ही जरूरी है. And that samajhdari will come only because of the contemplation and study of this Yoga Vasishtha. So we have done this first topic, that is Antashitalta. Tomorrow we'll see this Mandavopadesha, the teaching of Rishi Mandav. And this his teachings are been told to the Suraghu. So we'll see their dialogue tomorrow with these prayers. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति. हरि ओम तत्सत्. श्रीरामचन्द्रार्पणमस्तु. Submitting the divine truths to the Holy Spirit of Sri Ramakrishna.